Good evening, everyone. Thank you for the opportunity for us to present our invention, FoodMinder, an application that will assist households to reduce their food waste. We are Clinton and Jennifer, 12-year-old students from Surabaya, Indonesia.
Do you know that 1.3 billion tons of edible food, a third of global production, is wasted annually? Can you believe Indonesia is the world's second largest food waster? Indonesian food wastage in a year could actually be used to feed 11% of its population, or equivalent to 28 million people. This is the same amount of the starvation cases in the country. Food waste generates damaging consequences to the social, economy, and public health. It creates greenhouse emissions, releasing an estimated 3.3 billion tons of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere every year. While all the initiatives taken can help reduce the amount of food wastage, prevention is the most effective way of solving the problem. During this pandemic era, people tend to store enormous amounts of food at home, but then the food gets thrown away due to their past expiry date and rotten conditions in the house storage.
Households need reminders of their food's expiry date. On account of people's busy schedule, they might have difficulties keeping track of their food storage systems. Here is where we came up with the idea to create FoodMinder, an application that could be easily downloaded and used to help us reduce food waste. FoodMinder's main functions are food expiry date tracking using a barcode scanner, product placement that shows lifespan of products based on their storage placement, food shopping planner, and an inventory matching cookbook. Besides that, this application could also be used for food distribution channels, forum, and also games.
In the app, there's a recent activity and feed section that contains inspiring posts from others about reducing food wastage. At the bottom, some icons redirect you to different functions. The first one brings you back to the home page. The second takes you to the shop map, like we can see on the screen.
Clicking the triangle will redirect you to the screen for tracking food storage. You can scan barcodes on products to store its information. When there's no barcodes, you can input them manually through the search function. You can check out the food items you have bought in storage. When you tap the triangle button at the top, you will get redirected to the expiry date reminder screen. Just like the two pictures on the screen, users can also pick unused items from the storage to share with others. Meanwhile, they'll be able to put up food requests by using the request button as well. This will allow users to share their expiring food with others that will usually be wasted.
The shopping planner will give you advice on buying ingredients according to your buying and usage pattern. FoodMinder also has a multiple devices and users function, where up to 10 members of your household can set up an identical profile on several devices and synchronize product inventory and shopping lists in real time.
Thank you for watching our presentation. We are Clayton and Jennifer from Indonesia. We believe that the FoodMinder app will help us manage our food consumption and overall community welfare by distributing unused food, which leads to lesser food waste.
Remember, always follow health protocols and stay creative. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening, everyone.
You have about 1 minute and 15 seconds if you guys want to share any other information about your innovation experience or the innovation itself.
Well, I think that when we actually did it, we actually, admittedly, we thought of this idea in quite a short time, but then developing all the apps, all the games, and all the ideas actually took us like a few weeks actually of just complete brainstorming.
Jennifer, anything else on your side?
To be honest, no. Clayton has said all of it.
You're very smiley. I like that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. Let's see. I think Mississippi, you're up first, and I will set the 5-minute timer for Q&A as soon as you start asking a question.
Wow, I could really use one of those. I have a daughter that comes over on frequently and checks my expiration labels. The next thing you know, half the stuff in my refrigerator's gone. I really, really liked your energy. The presentation was great. Good use of the data that you've collected to support the problem. I just wondered if there's anything that's already available that's similar to this product.
Well, we've actually already checked. Since we've been researching and brainstorming for a long time, we've actually checked all the app stores, and we've noticed that there are not many similar items to us, as we have multiple features, including a forum and a games. And it separates us from like the other apps, maybe in the Play Store, that might only do one or two things and you have to get multiple apps to do different functions. But I feel like we've all grouped everything together into one app, and we've already added more functions like a feed where you can communicate with people, and also a kind of a social media kind of thing, but only for sharing food.
Wow.
Also, we're planning to make it not a non-profit, so that means that there are not going to be any of those annoying in-app ads or purchases or any pay-to-use content. And besides that, I think that we've all that all of our that it's actually a unique idea, and I'm not sure if there are any other apps that actually use our idea.
I really like the fact that you can integrate this application with other family members so that they can also keep track. Have you done any studies to find out how much time it would take on average to input all the data, that once you go to the grocery store, you come back, and how much time that would actually take to put all that information in to the app?
And if let's say everything you buy are with barcodes, we've actually tested it with some items in our house. We've scanned them, and it usually only takes a few seconds to scan one item during a regular barcode scanner.
Yeah. Is this something that you could take with you also at the grocery store and just kind of scan as you put things in the cart?
Well,
Jennifer,
of course, because it is something you can bring all around, because it is an app, and you can like download it in any phones. You can download it on Android phones, you can download it on like iOS phones, like anything goes.
Yeah.
So it is, yes, something you can bring to the grocery store.
Yeah.
You can just pull it out of your pocket and click.
Yeah, that's what I really think that would be the handiest way to do it. That's great. Good job, guys. Good presentation. And I think you're both very well polished and enthusiastic, and I enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thank you very much about that feedback.
Thanks, Mississippi. So do we have any student innovators who would like to ask a question of either one of the students, Clayton or Jennifer? Well, I kind of have an add-on question to what Mississippi had said when she has a daughter that comes over all the time and throws away all the expired food. I have a daughter that comes over all the time and just goes through my refrigerator to find something to eat. So I'm wondering if you could add something to this app that would like lock the door when she came over, because I don't think she comes to see me. I think she comes to eat food out of my refrigerator, and she probably doesn't care if it's old. Or maybe it gives her a little zap so that she stops.
Maybe we. So I'm sorry, but maybe we can add those kind of features. Maybe add in a special $2 package where they'll ship like a lock to your house, and after that it's a smart lock, so you can just click open the fridge.
But at least there's no food wastage if the food is eaten.
That is true. I guess you're right. Yeah, very true.
So I do have one more question. Do you, when you use the product or you use your food, do you go back in the app and remove that shows that it's been consumed?
Yes, actually, we've been trying to work on an idea, but so far our idea is to, straight after you finish eating the food, maybe in a week or something, you open the app and you just delete all the foods that you've already eaten in like a week.
Okay. Wonder if, yeah, that's great.
Thank you.
Thank you, Clayton and Jennifer. That was very good.